When we were a kid, we were taught actually the Rabindranath Tagore is one of our best poet in Bengali literature.
From East Bengal, from Bangladesh, I would say our poet Shamsur Rahman is perhaps one of the finest poets of his generation.
My most favorite poet is Jivananda Das.
It is very rich, very diverse, and very old literature, much of which remains unknown to the rest of the world.
The basic difference between Western literature and our literature, Eastern literature, that we do not go into darker the darker parts of our life.
The only person that came to the West's attention, of course, is Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore, who won Nobel Prize in 1913. But Tagore won Nobel Prize for his English writing, not for his Bengali writing. Nobody knows his Bengali writing. He won as an European writer.
It's a question of, there are many factors. One factor is this, that Bengal is not politically any important unit, any important entity.
He was embraced by the West because he was a philosopher, great philosopher who looked like Christ. In fact, there's a story about Tagore and this professor in I think NYU or Columbia. I think NYU. He was very young. He was 8 or 9, and he's alive. He saw Tagore in Chicago, and he did not know who Tagore was. When he saw Tagore, he ran to him and sat on his lap and said, "You must be Christ."
What I found out is it's not a long history that American, like culture, we adapted to ourselves or American language that we, started practicing. But there were a lot of other people, those who have been coming to America with, different universities. They studied here and then went back to Bangladesh again. I don't think that they really did so much of literature work. That could be one of the things that we had a lack. Like people were coming here and studying and living this country and going back to Bangladesh.
Bengal is now divided into two parts. One part is now Bangladesh, is a small independent country, just now emerging into from just now in the process of emergence from from an impoverished state, emerging into a little bit better condition. And another part of Bengal is called West Bengal, which is part of India. Now the mainland Indian language is Hindi, not Bengali. So Bengal has no political or military significance in relationship to the major powers.
The West, whenever they look for anything in the East, look for God, the false God that is not the God that Tagore or any other poet preached. And as a result, we remain completely unknown.
So nobody is now really interested in knowing what kind of literature Bengal is producing, what kind of ideas Bengali intellectuals are playing with, or toying with, or proposing. The same is the situation with Portugal. Portugal has got some very great major writers. So the world is not, we don't know about many Portuguese writers.
What we feel Bengali literature has sweetness and and also a depth of our thought. I believe American writers or American readers, they also should know about our culture and our writings concept.
Like any literature, for example, what can the West gain from, say, South America or from Australia or reading from Australian Aborigines? There's a whole new world that awaits your discovery. You learn about a new culture, a new language, and a new lifestyle.